bugs go shock, bang, boom. They gone.
This episode brought to you by Raid.
Got him!
It's Jill.
Leave those insect legends in the shadows.
Nice going. Next up is the traffic control system.
Ooh.
It should be in the
That was
subway company's
Well, it was a potential sponsorship. Hey,
bit of a stretch, but I think we all got it.
Raid Shadow Legends.
One step ahead.
Don't call me. Cool. Trains are back online. Let's go to the subway office, get stuff set. Let's go. Let's get out of Raccoon City.
I like that.
It's as easy as that.
I mean, I've been here for like all 20 minutes. I don't want to be here anymore. Let's get out of here.
Oh, please. Worst vacation spot I could even think of. Okay, so we still have one thing to get, but we need to make it to the subway station
We
first.
gotta get out of here. We don't got time for your little typewriter or whatever we gotta get.
Okay, fine, geez. I'll just run back to where I need to go.
Yeah!
Oh, no.
kidding me?
Running shoes are on.
Oh, he is.
Oh! Woo! Oh, he's a fast motherfucker in this one.
He's power walking like you just called him a slur, and he's like, "What did you say to me? Excuse me. That is inappropriate. You need to come here right now."
That's actually a perfect description. He is so fast. Every difficulty you go up, he just gets faster. In Inferno, he actively sprints to you. That's what it feels like.
He needs more arm movement for a sprint.
He can still sprint.
That's just fast walking.
We were still within power walking distance. He'll sprint to you, no worries. So this is when I found out that the ride-in actively works on Nemesis. I had no idea that it would actually take him down. I thought it would just, like, stun him for a bit.
Carlos! That thing is still alive! It's after me!
What? Run! Come back to the station.
Not until I get traffic control online.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for being helpful, Jill. So, there were quite a few things said about the remake, especially how Nemesis was handled. Also, hi again. You're
All right, you gotta. Ow!
He's down again. That's how powerful the ride-in is. His weak point is right in his heart. There's actually a little mechanical piece there. Shoot that with normal weapons, you know, it'd take a while to take him down. But with the ride-in, it's a one-shot, one on his knees. It is so goddamn powerful. I had no idea it was that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll accept that. But Nemesis, he shows up at specific points in the story. In the original, he was an active stalker, and he would show up in random points in the map. And the only way you knew he was in your vicinity because of the door transitions that Resident Evil games used to have was a music cue. Ah! Yeah! Okay, I did not hear him show up behind me.
Alright, now I'm gonna show my full power, and I'm going to take revenge for all those pot shots that you're sending my way. I don't appreciate
I
much.
missed again. I can't believe it. So, Nemesis has a tentacle whip that he can use to make you fall flat on your ass.
Yeesh.
He also just has a lot of power behind those fists. And I missed his weak spot again. This isn't great. This isn't great. Thankfully, the dodges are working. There we go.
You do fine in Elden Ring. Those dodges be fine in Bloodborne.
Oof. Might have to give him a shot after this because I don't know what happened when I woke up the day I recorded this, but I decided to be a gamer today. Those dodges, I did not expect from me. I am using an item that makes perfect dodges work better, but I still should have been hit by some of those.
When did you record this?
Last night.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's what we call the magic of crunch time, baby.
It's like I started up RE3 and I was like, okay, these episodes have to be good the first time. Alright, here we go. And so it was. Alright, here's one of the only puzzles in the game. Routing.
Resa. Re.
Hey,
Sa.
I'm Super Cop.
Sasa?
Fa. Fo. Ra. Re. Sa. Fa. Re. Fa. Ra. Sa. Fo.
Yep.
Valid route confirmed.
Re. Fa. Ra. Sa.
Carlos,
Fo.
it's me.
Basically, they want you to look at the board and figure out what the shortening of the names are.
We can't go to Stoneville?
Nah, it's blocked off, unfortunately.
Aw. By stones.
Ironically. Alright, it should be... Yep. These get up. So this is where the parasite zombie is introduced in the normal mode.
Ah.
Fuck.
Right here. Alright, this isn't working. So, just, perish.
Thought you weren't gonna use infinite weapons on boss monsters.
These parasites are so fucking obnoxious because they close up and you have to shoot their body before they open up. It's one of those nasty things. Like, if you catch them fast enough, you can actually find their weak points on the back of them, but most of them are facing forward coming towards you. Like that! If you can catch them fast enough while their maw is still open, you can get a one-hit kill on them. But most of the time, nah. Doesn't work like that.
Clam up after that. Eesh.
I actually noticed one of them actually wasn't. Oh wow! What the fuck is happening here? Why are there so many?
Well, I mean, they're parasites, you know?
I know, but I'm not used to having this many on screen.
They're parasites. They multiply. They're parasitic.
But this also makes sense. This actually adds more to the world building for Inferno mode only. Because there's a reason the parasite zombies even show up in the first place. Remember when I said Nemesis was kind of a petri dish in this version?
What the hell is it doing to them?
He's the one making them. So the fact that there are so many of them now in Inferno mode actually makes Nemesis more of a threat.
Now I'm just imagining him going through an entire crowd of zombies. He's just running through like LeBron.
Ah!
Slapping hands.
The imagery makes me... That's really funny.
Let's go.
I'm trying to get him to run at me, but he just keeps power walking. He needs to get his steps in, I guess. Anyway.
Ow!
So another thing that Nemesis did in the original, which is replicated here, is if you're playing hard mode and only on hard mode, if
Is this hard mode or the
so
original?
in the original.
Okay.
So there was only easy and hard back in the day. So if you play on hard mode and you actually beat Nemesis when he shows up, you get an item box. And they come with upgrades to your handgun. They come with 3 first aid sprays for free. And you get upgrades for your shotgun. So they kind of replicated here. There are a grand total of 7 in the original game, only 4 in this one. But it's because some of the upgrades you normally got from Nemesis in OG are now items you just pick up in this. There we go.
Haven't you heard of organic storytelling? Come on.
You know, like all the organic storytelling we've had up to this point.
More like the organic storytelling as in all the organs that are spilling out of me!
Alright, so first item box. Extended clip for your handgun. That's kind of cool.
I want to be able to hold my handgun normally, and the clip drags on the floor.
That's how cool it is. Yeah.
Just sit there and you'll...
Yep. Perfect. Your final reward is more inventory space.
Oh, thank God!
You want this one.
I want that one. Give it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That little corner there, it's
Yes.
bothering me.
Yes. That's what I want. That's what I like. Okay. We're actually doing pretty good. So there's all the items that are in Raccoon City because we have just hit our first point of no return.
The whole city?
Actually, yes.
The entire city, and just, you know, this little box here.
Yep. That's how good I am at finding supplies.
Good thing Frank West isn't here.
He's just yanking things off walls.
Get the PS8 for all the things he can pick up.
Yeah, mostly. But
Okay, this cutscene I really like. Look who it is.
How we doing?
The town's crawling with those freaks. No chance of fighting our way out of the city. Why is she here?
She's helping get the trains running again.
Bad time to start carrying dead weight, friend. She's unreliable. Can't pull the trigger when it counts.
Hey, take it easy.
That'll come into play later on.
Did you feel insulted? Because you're playing on Inferno after playing this game for, like, how many years, and, you know, this how many times, and this character tells you, she sucks at pulling gun!
Yeah, I kind of did, because I'm a bad shot in the first place. But, hello, Nemesis. And we get a little instance of...
Sorry, I just had to downvote that.
Woo!
I'll buy you some time.
Hey, wait!
Here he comes! All right! Look behind you immediately, because he's there!
Hello!
Whoa!
You want to
Thank you.
Tight corridors with Nemesis is a nightmare. I hate it here.
You mean an Inferno?
It's so it's so bad. Him in a tight corridor is awful. So fuck the ride in. We're just gonna blow him up. Hey, look, another one.
What's this one?
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. But that line that Jill was trying to, like, have a badass line while running away from Nemesis, getting hit immediately, interrupting the line.
You want stars? I'll get the.
That was the final line in Resident Evil 3. That was the last badass line she got before killing Nemesis once and for all, and it's here.
Well, that must mean that she's got a better badass line at the end of this game.
I would only half agree with that. I do like the line at the end, but people prefer the "you want stars, I'll give you stars."
Way to be not alive, idiot.
You know, you joke, but no, I'm kidding. All right. So this part, in my opinion, was one of the bigger improvements that RE3 could have done. And it's in a sewer, so, you know, give and take.
Yeah, the best thing it could do is get even shittier.
That's right. Shit game, don't play. Actually, no joke.
I can't even mean that. This is just kind of, you know, average.
See, I'm suggesting to people, you definitely shouldn't have bought it when it was full price. It is worth the price it is now.
I can see why people thought this was RE2 DLC, because it kind of feels like it.
I need to find another way out.
And
I mean that as a half compliment, half criticism, but it feels like RE2 DLC. Like, it feels good and smooth and looks nice like RE2 does, but it just, you know, it's just
so here's the interesting thing.
Okay, it interests me.
The interesting thing is, people who didn't play the original agree that this is a great game.
I mean, I think I'd like this.
When they had nothing to compare it
Map of
to,
the area.
they enjoyed their time with the game.
Sure.
But everybody is on the same page when it says it shouldn't have been 60.
I'm willing to bet that that's why we're seeing these remakes in the first place.
Is for new people.
How much did the original Resi 2 sell?
It did okay.
How much did the remake sell?
A fucking gangbuster.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so they want to reintroduce RE to the new generation, and also they got this fancy new engine that they can use. It's just
Maybe to cut
toss all
some
the
of
games
the
at it.
dead weight from those lesser games. Yeah,
Yeah, and this is even coming from the team, the original team, are working on this game, and they said, okay, we can do better, check it. The fans didn't agree, but, you know, it is what it is.
This game seems fine.
It is fine.
I mean, I don't see any glaring problems. It's just more Resi 2 stuff.
And see, this is the crazy thing, because while I was playing it, I was like, okay, this is okay. And I keep bobbing back and forth, because there are so many things that I really like, and a lot of things that are just like, this is fucking stupid. Why'd you do it this way? This part right here, this is an A+. I love this.
Would you say that your lower functioning brain just plays the game and says, yes, this is good, but then when you think about it...
Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Oh! Whew!
What the fuck was that?
I like that. That was a pop.
So there was an enemy back in the old RE3. It was an advancement on the Hunter enemy. They made a second Hunter. Hunter Gammas. Their special ability was they could slash at you, but they could also swallow you whole. They brought them back! They took away their regular attack and just said, they're a one-hit kill now.
Oh, fun.
And I was like, I didn't want to see you back. I'm kind of glad you're back, though. Because they're a great enemy type.
That's positive. That's a positive notion.
Exactly. And then we get all these notes down here in the sewer on how they work. How the experiment was shut down, but the guy who made them is just like, but my babies, I'm going to put them in the sewer now.
Gamma is mine! No one else's!
Exactly. But just in case, I got a high-powered weapon to stop them. They give you a weapon down here to deal with these monsters. And this is where it's like game design 101. Introduce a new enemy that is a force to be reckoned with, and then give the player a better way to kill it.
Have them panic, get the fear, and then once the familiarity sets in and you get the general idea, it's like, okay, time to kill it.
It's go time.
It's go time.
Let's give you a few more.
And I'd say that's how Resident Evil gets a lot of their big pops.
Yep. A grenade launcher.
Yeah.
With explosive, flame, acid rounds, and brand new mine rounds in this game. This comes from Kendo's Gun Store, another connection to RE2.
Let me try it out. All right, load it up, and... Didn't make any noise. Oh, sorry. These are mime rounds.
Mime rounds. I greatly enjoyed the note from Kendo that actually tells the player that it takes a little extra time to swap ammo types. They leave nothing unchecked here when it comes to descriptions.
How long does it take? Alright, got that out. I gotta reload this now.
Well, that's just cruel. Why would they put more of these guys down here?
Because they made a lot of hunters, because they suck.
Well, that's not even a hunter. Those are parasite zombies that just fell from the ceiling.
Well...
Why the fuck were they
I
there?
don't know.
I don't know,
maybe they're
hey,
just...
there's another one.
Maybe there's like a... Oh, yeah, there we go.
These guys are weak to fire!
I don't think I like how he's like the legs on the back there. They're...
So here's the thing. They have a lot more damage this time around, but I found his loading zone.
Ah, it's me again!
Nope.
Dun, 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 here I am again! Like, he wants to get that big stage right here. He's like, ah! But she's not screaming, because she's like, okay, let me try one more time.
Yeah, take one step back.
Maybe we need to, like, you know, get through the wire, like, you know, ah! No?
No?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. Okay, another good document we're about to get here. Oh, poor soul.
Ew.
This right here. The guys who are working in the sewers.
They got Bill and Kane.
The Hunter Gammas, because they are a one-hit kill, basically what they do is they open up that giant maw, they just pick you up and eat you. One bite, one kill.
Fucking puke-breathing toad-faced motherfuckers. Next time I'm getting sassy, call me that. Oh, that's not water.
Oh, that's gross. Shit and piss. But,
Does it smell like Kakatomisi?
whew, okay. I like that they're introduced here, right now. Because in the original, they were introduced at, like, the 3/4 mark. And then became normal enemies.
Where are we at now?
I would say we're still in the first fourth of the game.
Oh. This game is longer than I thought.
Let me change the fraction. First third. We're about to hit the second third.
The first third-eighths of it.
Math! Ah, shit. I need to change up my inventory. I don't have enough space. And I forgot my lockpick. Son of a bitch. Well, thankfully I killed everything on the way here, so...
This would be a short game, but if you keep fucking up like that...
I do, yes. Alright, here we go. So this is the main thing on how to get out of the sewers, this giant battery pack that costs 2 inventory spots.
Yeah, shotgun takes 1, but battery pack takes 2.
I have no idea. Maybe there's no pockets in my skirt.
This battery pack must be as big as my arm. Oh, no, wait, it's one of those lithium-ion batteries from 1998. So that means... Okay,
that explains it.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. This document here.
I bet the thing only holds a charge for like an hour.
This is a great document. Jill even questions, is this real documentation, or does this guy kind of love his frog demons that he made a bit too much?
Huh.
He explains the vulnerabilities, the weakness to fire. And then that line there, haven't they ever heard of character flaws? Guy fucking loves his toad monsters.
I need someone who loves me like that. Find someone who loves you the way that he loves his frog monsters.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so what if you're a little overweight? So what if your hygiene's a little on the downside? It's character flaws, man!
I remember streaming this the first time, and I blew out everyone's ears when I yelled character flaws as loud as I could. Alright, so we got what we need. Let's go ahead and get out of the sewer. Thankfully, none of the Hunter Gammas show up as like a side swipe.
Oh, that's good. They just kind of, you know, I'm here now.
They show up, they're threatening, you take them down, there we go. And they're even tough enough to withstand multiple rockets. So these guys are tough. Except for the ride-in, which is a, no, one shot, one kill. Okay.
Because it strikes like light.
Hello! Hi.
I hope this man's dead, because we're seeing him kill all of his delightful little pets.
Uh-huh. They gone. And he gone, too. Chances are he got eaten when his back was turned or something.
Well, yeah.
It happens.
Like that guy who tried to, you know, make friends with bears.
They are wild animals. They attack. Do not consider them pets. They attack.
What, bears or the hunter
Yes.
demons?
Because these are just giant mutated toads, I think? Which would make the most sense because of the big old maw.
Like, it's the ugliness that doesn't really faze me. Like, I don't get that. Like, you got this big creature, you know, he's got, like, this huge bulging arm, and his heart's out here, and he's got, like, pustules all over his face, and his eyes are rolled back, and the skin's running from him, and his brain's exposed, and his muscle is all being seen from his skin, and the scientists are like, beautiful. Perfect. The perfect specimen.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, another one?
Yep, we get another one. I'm loving it.
It must be Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. So, Resident Evil 2 and 3, and even Code Veronica, I think back in the day they were just choosing, okay, what scares people? Bugs? Alright, toss that shit in, make them bigger. Because in the original Resident Evil 3, there was a giant worm boss that is gone from here. There is no worm boss in here. But some of his features were implemented into the Hunter Gammas. That worm used to have a giant maw. And now it's part of the Hunters.
I like that recontextualization. That's what these are. These games are recontextualizations of Resident Evil, I'd say.
I would also like to say to all the RE3 fans out there who are very sad that Gravedigger is gone from this game, I just have to say, that boss fucking sucked. No, you don't miss Gravedigger.
You're telling me they took a bad part of the game and took it out of their game that they're going to make better?
They trimmed the fat.
Wow.
Gravedigger was a terrible boss.
It got dewormed?
Yes. Alright, so that's all we're going to do now. We are actually done with the sewer section, but...
I gotta see one of the things kill it.
Let's see it.
I mean, come on.
Let's see it. You gotta see it.
Come on, I gotta see
It's,
Here I am!
It's quick, too.
Okay, and just, wow.
Oh!
Ooh.
Broken back first, and then chomp, you're gone.
I didn't see the bend back part. Yeesh, that's something. Wow. Bon appetit.
Yummy. Next time on Resident Evil 3 Remake, we're getting out of the sewers. And guess who's waiting for us?
Dad. Dad!
Dad!
Stop.